There we go. Welcome, everyone. It's Thursday. It's the beginning almost of summer. I'm sure you're feeling that good energy of more sun versus more clouds. It's a good feeling, that vitamin D. So we're going to welcome everyone today. And we've already heard a little bit from Kath. It's awesome to hear that update so far. We've got Tracy here, Sean and Melanie, and Brooke's going to hop on at some point and share a little bit of her story. But I just wanted to share really quick about the triplex, and then we'll get into kind of just sharing testimonials and things like that. So the triplex is the base, the foundation of everything we build on. You'll learn that originally they would just sell the pink drink, and then months later people would add on the ProBio 5 and BioCleanse and be like, wow, I'm really feeling good. Well, they realized that if you just start together, you heal quicker and faster, and it's just they all work together to help each other. And that's kind of what I love about all of our products is they all contribute toward preventative health and to feeling good. They all have gut attributes and things that are helpful to the body. So the base products are drink that everyone hears about. The smaller one is microbiome. It has prebiotics in it, and the larger one has extra polyphenols to help with hunger control. And there's kind of some people will do one, both. Some people will switch back and forth, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And that's kind of the pros and cons of both. They both help regulate glucose balance. Prebiotics are fantastic for feeding the good in your body. Sometimes people with severe stomach aches do better on this because it's just a little more gentle. It's a little less activating for the get-go. And so a lot of our packages, you'll start with this, and then you can maybe switch to the other one later and see how you like it. They have slightly different flavors. They're both fantastic. This one, the trick with your water bottle is to drink like a third of it out, tilt it, keep it straight, tap it in, shake it up, and it blends really awesome. People will mix these with a lean shake if you're in a hurry or on the go, but they really help give sustained energy throughout the day, which is key to just good health, right? And feeling good.
That's not the thing that really helps you eliminate. It's the probiotics at night, correct?
Yes. This does have prebiotics, and prebiotics and probiotics both help with gut health. But yeah, the elimination, the key of that is magnesium. And we do, BioCleanse has magnesium and vitamin C, which makes it vitamin ascorbate. Brooke will fix that for me later. But it makes it more gentle on your system, so it's not just a straight magnesium. And you take the amount of this dependent on your current system. So this is not a one size fits all. People take anywhere between 1 and 6 a day. And the key with elimination is that you're not bloated. If it's good elimination, you actually have more energy because it's not just like dehydrating you and eliminating everything out of your body. You want something that's pulling out the bad bacteria. And when you take your ProBio 5, this is key because this isn't just a true probiotic. A true probiotic is like a fertilizer. This has enzymes that break down Candida yeast, and this helps get rid of it. So if you imagine your garden, this is pulling out your weeds, and this is your dump truck. Okay. So you don't want to pull out all your weeds and just toss them all over your garden. You really want to physically take them away, and then over time, your symptoms start decreasing. You have more energy, and you feel good, and then your pink drink helps.
Well, I just like weeding in the morning, not during the day.
But some people like a little bit of weeding in the afternoon as well. So that
I'm usually at work.
They don't feel stuffed. Yes, most people prefer the larger amount of weeds to be pulled in the morning.
Yes, exactly. Sorry.
That is actually a great analogy, and I'm going to keep using that.
Okay,
so we're going to share right now. Brooke, she's kind of going crazy this month. So we're going to have her share her story real quick and then go to Mel and then go to Tracy. But Brooke is actually how I learned about Plexus. I'd actually never met her in person. She's a friend of a friend, and we started talking about Hawaii, and I saw her post and I said, hey, will you just tell me about that gut health stuff? And it has changed my life and the trajectory of my family and my health so significantly that I show up every day and talk to people about toxins and poop. So I'm going to have her share her story really quick and kind of how it's changed her life. And we'll go there.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I had to plug my phone into my car, and sometimes it's kind of weird. So I'm glad you can hear me. I'm happy to be here with you guys. So yeah, Julie and I actually didn't know each other at all. We were strangers on social media. And my story is that I have 6 kids. I live on Kauai, and I am somebody that lived a healthy life before Plexus. I was an exerciser 5 to 6 times a week. And oh, I'm cutting out. Oh, shoot. Is it really bad? Is it pretty bad? Can you hear me? Why don't you have somebody else go? Have somebody else go, and then I will go after that person. I'm going to get to a better spot of reception.
Okay. Let's have Tracy go ahead and share your story real quick. Just kind of what you know so far, what you like, what your goals are, and what you've noticed.
Well, basically my health goals are to lose weight, but more importantly, to feel good and feel healthy and feel alive and have energy so that I can be there for my family and I can do a good job at work and not be bogged down by brain fog and fatigue and just pretty miserable. And previously I had worked really hard with a trainer and lost about 70 pounds. And then I had some very traumatic events, stressful and traumatic events occur, and I fell off the wagon. And not only did I fall off the wagon, but the wagon ran me over and dragged me down the road. That's how bad I fell off the wagon. So I gained all kinds of weight back because I went back to terrible eating habits. And the more I did that, the fatter I got and the sicker I got. And then eventually my day consisted of trying to stay awake long enough so that I could go to bed. And I would take a nap and then go to bed, like not too long after that. And I couldn't participate in anything regarding my home, gardening, anything like that, because I would last about 3 hours and then I'd have to go back to bed. And I wouldn't get up until 11 and I was napping by 3. And I felt horrible. And I was very full of shame. Because I gained all this weight back and I felt like I let myself down and disappointed myself and my family because I got so ill. And I just felt very despondent and very, very, very hopeless. And hopefully I don't cry because I always do. Look at Melanie's coming up her face. It's Melanie. Melanie reached out to me and talked to me about the supplements and the products and what it did for her and what it did for her family. And I know Melanie to be a very genuine person, and I have a lot of respect for her and her husband. And I thought, if it helped them, it can help me. And it literally, and it sounds corny to say this has changed my life, but I went from the couch to I ran around silly all weekend, gardening, to the store, just all of these things. And when I sat down, it was about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I realized that I had made it through the whole day, the entire weekend. It was very overwhelming because I was so excited, and it finally gave me some hope that there's light at the end of the tunnel and I can do this. And I was never really a big fan of supplements. I never took anything. And that whole time I was working out and eating great, I still had bad gut health. And I knew a little bit, but not a lot. And in such a short, and that was a good year and a half that I ate a plant-based diet and exercised and dropped this weight, and still my stomach felt bad. And in 3 months, close to 3 months maybe, I think I started in March, what is that, April, May, a couple months. I'm not good in math, but it's really turned everything around for me to the point where I really want to tell everybody, I'm like, why do you not try this? You have no idea how this will help you, and it will change your life, and it will heal you. And if I never lose a pound, I don't care, because, I feel so good. And I just can't even imagine what the future is going to hold as I keep continuing to use these products and get healthier and healthier and healthier. It's been amazing. And all the, and the support from everyone just blows my mind. What awesome women I've encountered, and you guys are amazing. And I just am in awe of all of you, and just appreciate how loving and giving and supportive you guys all are. It's just such a rare thing out there in the world, and it's amazing. So thank you for that.
Every time I hear your story, I just think that's who I did this for. Every time I hear stories of somebody, like, that's just what's in my heart, is all the days I woke up and all the random posts, like, if it was for this person, I'm okay with that. Like, that's enough. Because that feeling of giving somebody hope, like you said, it's not the weight, it's the feeling of hope, the feeling of joy, the feeling of control.
Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely worth it for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. So thank you, girls. I love all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. We're so glad you're here. Okay, we're going to have Mel. Actually, let's have Brooke real quick share her quick story. And then we'll go to Mel and Shauna and wrap up.
Is this better now?
Yeah.
Is this okay? Okay, yeah. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get a little spotty reception when I'm down this other road, but now I'm home, so I can chat with you guys. So what I was saying, which probably got chunked up, is that I am a mom of 6 kids. I live in Kauai, in the middle of nowhere, pretty much surrounded by roosters and horses. And I will be 41 this summer. I've been taking Plexus products for about 3.5 years. And when I started, I was really skeptical because my background is as a nurse and my husband's a physician. And so we just don't do natural type of things, or we weren't those people. And but the truth was, I was really struggling a lot with huge sugar cravings. I had huge energy slumps. So mid-morning, like 10 a.m., I would already be tired. And then 2 p.m. and I would take a nap almost every single day because I was just exhausted. And I think a lot of people chalk that up to having a lot of kids in a short period of time, but it was just more than that. It was like bone tired. I also had trouble sleeping at night. I couldn't fall asleep very easily, and I couldn't stay asleep at night. I had headaches most morning when I woke up. And even though I was a healthy person because I exercise regularly, it was really like pulling teeth to have the motivation to go and exercise. And so I finally decided to just give the products a try and just stop being skeptical, because skepticism wasn't doing anything for me. Certainly wasn't helping me to feel better. And after a year of watching my friend, I just decided to order the products. I didn't ask any questions. I didn't get any sale, nothing. I just called her and said, okay, I want your stuff. And I paid full price, and it was worth every penny. And so I started 3.5 years ago. It's helped me tremendously to get my energy back, to not struggle with postpartum depression, to not have the anxiety where I feel like I'm going to lose my temper because I'm so anxious. The sugar cravings. I used to be the girl that could finish off 2 plates, no problem. And just kind of have like this really big appetite. And now, because I have balanced blood sugars and my gut is healthy, I just eat a normal amount of food and I'm good. I don't crave like crazy. I rarely have a headache, and I sleep like a rock. So it's just been really great for me. And I guess I would just say to any of you that are thinking about trying it out is, yes, I took it during pregnancy. Through my whole pregnancy, I took the Triplex, X Factor, Mega X, and Ease. And I also took Vital Biome. So those are the things that I took when I was pregnant. And when I was nursing, it helped with my milk supply. I'm a huge fan of it for people that are pregnant and nursing. So the thing that I would say about supplementation in general is that we do not get everything we need from the food we eat anymore. And our food's not grown the same. It's picked before the peak of its ripeness. It travels very far distances. We eat foods that have additives, chemicals, pesticides, ingredients you can't even pronounce. And, we live very busy, stressful lives. And so we don't necessarily have the time to milk our own goats. and grow our own fruits and vegetables and make sure everything is perfectly prepared. And so to me, supplementation does not replace making healthy food choices, but for me, it's part of my nutritional budget because it fills in the gaps where I am lacking. And by filling in the gaps where I was lacking, I was able to see improvements in all those areas in my life. If you're skeptical like I was, I understand you. I definitely understand you. But what I would say is that skepticism is fine and it's normal, but skepticism is not going to help you to feel better. And eventually you have to just make a decision. Is what I'm doing working really well for me, or do I need to try something else? And if you're feeling a nudging that you need to try something else, give it a try. Just go for it. You never know if this is going to be the thing that literally changes everything for you. And it changed everything for me. So thanks for letting me share my story.
Thank you, Brooke. You can go if you need to. We're going to have Mel share real quick, and she's going to share her quick background of what she's noticed so far, and then share about a couple of the other products that are in some of the packs that people are buying right now, so you can understand what's in some of those. And I met Melanie through Shauna. Mel, you got to unmute yourself.
Thought I did. Sorry. Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie, and I started a long time ago after trying many things myself, whether it be Weight Watchers, elimination diet, and kind of like what Brooke said, if what's not working now, then what does it hurt to try something that does? And I think my lowest point was when my son would have the energy at the after school, and I'd be on the couch, and he would say, you know, Mom, you want to come shoot baskets with me? And I'd be like, let me unwind, bud. Just give me a couple minutes. And I never would get off the couch. And he'd come back in and be like, never mind, Mom, I'm done. So it got like a cycle of upset with myself. And then I would cope with food or alcohol or sleep. And then that was another cycle of beating yourself up that you had no willpower or so. But I'm not the only one that's been blessed. I feel very blessed. My husband went to the doctor, and he started a couple months after me because he was like done trying all kinds of crazy foods and recipes. But then he jumped in a couple months later, and his doctor's like, what have you done differently? Your blood pressure is the lowest it's been in 10 years. And he cut his meds in half. My daughter is 22, and she was on 4 different prescription meds. And after about 9 months, she found a doctor that wanted to work naturally with her because she wanted to get off all her meds and asked, and the doctor said, yeah, let's take them all gone. It was Synthyroid, metformin. It was medications, and she went off everything. 3 months later, she got her blood test, and there's still some numbers in the higher range, but she didn't have to take anything yet still, and she'll have another 3-month checkup on next month. And I'm just so excited for her, because what 22-year-old wants to be on 4 different medications, knowing that there's side effects. So I truly feel really blessed for my entire family. And if you are hesitant to try something new, I say you will be shocked. So one of the things that I also struggled with, and I didn't even know it was night sweats until it stopped. My feet would get really hot in the middle of the night. I'll be 50 in July. And so one of the things that I wanted to mention was X Factor Plus. It's a methylated vitamin, and methylation just means it's in the process that's already broken down and in its natural form that our body can absorb it. So I knew I had nutrition deficiencies, because I don't know if anybody else has this, where your nails just peel straight down and they wouldn't grow. And I didn't know what to fix. I thought I was trying to eat well. And my nails started growing, and I didn't wake up in the middle of the night with my feet hot. And I want to say it was like week 3. I was like, wait, I slept through the night? And then the cool thing with our X Factor Plus is that it has the aloe, which increases the absorption of nutrients, including the food you eat, by 300 to 400%. So a lot of the synthetic vitamins, really, you do pass right through you. And so you might be saving money by purchasing something over the counter, but really, what's the value if it's not effective for your body? One of the other supplements, I didn't start taking this right away. It's called Mega X. It's our plant-based omega, so no fishy burps. We have in our family, we have some heart and some brain health issues, and it targets both of those. And so I added it in. It's kind of like an invisible thing. You don't really know if it's working. I know some people, it helps them sleep more in a deep sleep mode. I didn't really notice that, but I got my blood reading after a year of being on Mega, and my cholesterol went down 40 points. It was in like kind of a normal range, but the lower 40 points, I was pretty impressed by that. So then it wasn't so invisible anymore that it wasn't doing something for me. And the last product that I wanted to mention, because I know it's helped a lot of people in inflammation, and inflammation is not just aches and pains, but also internal inflammation, whether it be from autoimmune or digestive issues. It's called Ease. It's, no negative side effects like your ibuprofen or Motrin. And I started it after having I've had 2 knee surgeries. And when I did too many lunges, I started really feeling that little achiness, which had gone away for over a year after being on the triplex and X Factor. And then I just added the Ease to see what it did. And I don't know if I'll stop, because I just don't have like the achiness that I would normally have as an almost 50-year-old. So those are my story and a few products that I wanted to mention that have helped a lot of people.
Thank you. I love hearing that. They're very simple and they're very effective. That's something that I really love. And other than detox, there's no side effects. So we've all taken medicines. They've all had side effects. I love the fact that we can get to the healing part of our bodies and not be so worried about side effects. And there are some detox side effects. Usually they're laughable. Sometimes they're not. I had like horrible gas for 3 weeks. To me, that was laughable. To my husband, it was probably not. But some people will break out in different things or have different rashes or, different things. But the beautiful thing is we're here to support you through all of it, and you don't do any of this alone. So if stuff goes down, we are here to catch you. We're here to help you. And this isn't like, oh no, it's not working for me. We just have to find the way that's best for you. So we're going to pass over to Shauna to kind of close out and share her quick story and a couple things, products that she's going to speak on tonight, but that's how we're going to do that. And Shauna and I met just a couple times in Indianapolis before or right after I got married. So at least around 10 years ago, something like that. And we just kept in touch on Facebook, and we talk about our travels and our home renovations. And it was just kind of like this random acquaintance friendship until one day Shauna said, "Can you tell me more about that gut health stuff?" So that's seriously how this works. And now Shauna and I talk weekly. We've been fantastic friends. It's fun getting to see her a couple times a year. And this is something that I love about networking and doing things like this with friends and family. So I'm going to turn the time over to her.
Hey guys. So I'm not going to go really in depth with my story just because we're running short on time. So I'm just going to kind of bullet point everything that's helped my family. My husband's blood sugar levels balanced out. He is borderline diabetic, and he was very close to needing to go on medication. Balanced those out, lost 20 pounds. His lifelong allergies gone. Cat allergies gone. Seasonal allergies gone. My stepdaughter's balding hair from stress at college grew back. Her IBS gone. With me, same thing. Allergies gone. A pinched radial nerve, miraculously healed. Had been going to doctors. I had no idea what was going on. Winter blues gone. I have a really good friend who has fibromyalgia and like tissue, I don't even know all of her issues. But the same thing, her inflammation and her inflammation markers with her rheumatologist came back much lower. Her psychologist noticed that her mental health was getting better, and she hadn't even shared with him that she was on probiotics, and he started to wean her meds. My cousin's cholesterol dropped by 100 points. She's a triathlete. She eats extremely healthy and exercises, and it was definitely hereditary and had tried everything. And after a year, her cholesterol dropped, as well as her migraines decreasing from anywhere from 6 times a month down to 1 time a month. My aunt, acid reflux, gone. My best friend's daughter, who had bloody eczema skin rash since she was a baby, gone. Only 1 flare up in a year. So as you can see, I just have shared with my family and friends, and it just warms my heart, just like Julia said when we were listening to Tracy's story, like one after another, all these struggles that people deal with. So much of it is linked to gut health. And that's what really drew me in to Plexus, because I was just trying to recover after having an antibiotic. And that's when I reached out to Julia and was like, tell me more about this. And so I started with the gut health, and Julia kind of touched on triplex, and Melanie touched on some things as well. And we also have lean meal replacements, very, very clean ingredients. That's the other thing. When I came to Plexus, I was eating extreme, had been doing like numerous Whole30s, was a huge advocate of plant-based, very heavy plant-based diet. Was studying to become a certified functional medicine health coach. So I'm very much in the mindset of food first, and food can heal you. But just as Brooke said, there just are too many gaps in our food, that we just aren't getting the nutrients that we need. And I was super impressed with lean when it came out last year at convention, kind of about this time last year. And we have a vegetarian version, which I was very, very impressed with, because some people have food allergies, and it really doesn't, it doesn't have any of that. Really good source of protein, omegas, all of that good stuff. And I keep it in my drawer at work, and I literally, if I'm running around, I can pull out my shaker bottle and shake it up with water and have it. And I never was like a real big meal replacement type of person. I like to eat my food instead of drink it. But I'm here to tell you, like in a pinch like that, when you need something that's healthy, and, instead of running to the cafeteria and being tempted by pizza, I just mix that up. And then black is something that I've seen. Oh, sorry, there's a question. Does a lean really hold off your hunger if you took it as a lunch? Yes. In fact, Julia and I tried it for the first time together at convention last year, because the lines to lunch were outrageous. And we're like, hey, we have this lean, let's try it. So we did the 2 scoops. 2 scoops is a meal, 1 scoop is a snack. We did the 2 scoops, and I mean, we were in the big, like, convention hall, like listening to speaker after speaker. We could not leave for snacks or anything like that. And we literally, I want to say we went to like 6 or 7, right? Julia, we kept looking at each other like, is your stomach growling? Are you hungry? Like, we kept checking in with each other, and we were just really impressed with it. But yeah, when I have it at work for lunch, literally I get home and I can start making dinner, and am okay with it. And so, sorry, my dog is trying to come in. So what else, Julia? Black and Metaburn, are those the 2
Yep.
to talk about? Yep. Yeah, so black, I have seen experience with a couple of my diabetic clients taking it. It does exactly what it sounds like. It blocks carbohydrates and the glucose. I don't know all the technical terms, I'm sorry. But I have seen a couple of my diabetic clients actually take it daily, And again, their blood sugar is just reduced dramatically, and it's really helped with their weight loss and just really getting their blood sugars in check to the point that their physicians are working with them to reduce their insulin intake. And, you know, some people can completely get off, some people can't, but even with a reduction, it's so much better on your body to have a reduced amount of those meds. And then MetaBurn is just like, was developed to specifically help those trouble areas for women, like the waistline, the hips. It's a thermogenic, and it just, you know, helps boost metabolism and all of those good things. So if there's anything I left out, Julia, please hop in. But I know I went really fast with all of that, but it just really has touched so many people in my immediate family and really super close friends that I wanted to share that.
Oh, I just unmuted Kath, and then she disappeared. So hopefully she'll come back. Or maybe she had to run. But I just wanted to touch, also MetaBurn is created for other things too. And that's what I love, that all the thermogenics help with other parts of health as well. MetaBurn is fantastic for helping with thyroid, helping with your adrenals, and helping lower cortisol. That was something that we talked about. And we're like, oh, can we take like a vat of that during stressful times in life? Last year, my husband was on a deployment, so we joked that I could like have like 7 bottles a day to help with that. But everything really helps, right? All the different products have an additional level of support to the body. And that's something that I love about it. So we'll tie up really quick, but generally speaking, the products work. The business is a tremendous blessing. I know most people don't touch about that, but sharing these products for me has changed my life. It has put me in a place of an incredibly positive community. And that is something that I didn't know that I was looking for before. But to have a community of women who are looking to bless each other's lives and rise up and lift each other up and create change, looking for ways to bless other people, and that they do as a job is pretty incredible. And I get to be among those people. And somebody who I thought I would always just kind of like be a follower, it has taught me that I actually have more within me that I can actually lead, that I have a voice, that my voice and my story matters, and it matters to other people. And that's something that has been great developmentally for me. We've been able to help. Alexis has helped us fund an adoption, and we brought home our little girl a few months ago and helped us all travel to China together and contribute towards orphanages in ways that we thought we weren't sure how we were going to be able to do that financially before. So if it's something as little as paying for extra sports or just not worrying about the expensive products that can take care of your health, there's a way to do all of that, and in a way that as you seek to bless other people and find other people to help, you end up getting blessed in return. And it's just kind of a beautiful circle of events. So it's a fantastic community of supportive, loving people that love you for who you are and who you want to be, and are so encouraging. And it's just different and unique than any community that I've been a part of. And I feel blessed to be here. So I'm so grateful that you guys are all here tonight. And if you have any questions, reach out to Tracy, reach out to me or Sean or Melanie. We're happy to help you find anything that's right for you and answer any questions. Hope you guys have a great night. We'll sign off till next week.
Thank you.